welcome to today's episode of Depraved. And what are we discussing? Folks, I've told you this already at the beginning of the fucking month. Why don't you listen? We're talking about girlfriends and wives that end the lives of their significant others. And today we have a special one. Not only is she young, but she's a bat out of fucking hell. We're talking about McKenzie Shirilla. That's right, folks. That's right, a young, pretty girl that had herself a nice little boyfriend. And she decided, well, this motherfucker's not leaving me. But how did she get rid of him? How did she get rid of him? And who else did she get rid of in the process? Now this one is so fresh, folks, the steam is still rising off of it. Oh, it's really fresh. We're talking like super fresh, the way you like it. So, without further ado, let's talk about this bitch. Now, this one is so fresh, there's not really a whole bunch of stuff that isn't what you've probably already heard, so I'm gonna have to give you my little take on what I found out myself. But first, let's take this one straight from the fucking headlines, shall we? Wild teen McKenzie Shirilla, who intentionally killed her boyfriend and pal in 100-mile-per-hour crash, is sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. Let's see some of these little blurbs here. McKenzie Shirilla, 20, sobbed as she learned her sentence on Monday for murdering boyfriend Dominic Russo, also 20, and his friend Davion Flanagan, 19. She deliberately drove her car into a wall at 100 miles per hour, killing her boyfriend and a friend in July 2022 in Strongsville, Ohio. The judge told Shirilla the most damning evidence against her was the chilling and tragic surveillance footage showing her accelerating into the wall. And now let's go ahead and get into this one. An Ohio teenager who killed her boyfriend and one of his friends in an intentional 100-mile-per-hour crash has been sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. McKenzie Shirilla, 20, sobbed as she learned her sentence on Monday for the murders of her boyfriend Dominic Russo, 20, and his 19-year-old friend Davion Flanagan in July 2022. She had a mission. This bitch had a fucking mission. And she executed it with precision. The mission was death, Judge Nancy Margaret said in handing down the sentence. In November, she was charged with murder, aggravated vehicular homicide, felonious assault, despite insisting that the crash was an accident. You know, she thought her pretty little face was gonna save her. A few little tears in the eyes, mascara running down the sides of her cheeks. They didn't buy that one, did they, little pretty girl? That's why you're in jail now. Oh, you're gonna be sitting there chilling with a bunch of butch dykes that are gonna just have their way with your little cake. Prosecutors said she was on a mission of death, that she saw as her way out of their toxic relationship, and that she'd scouted out the road a week before she killed him. And his friend was just cargo. Just cargo. I got some pictures of her and the boyfriend. Toxic relationship. She was trying to get out of a toxic relationship, folks. Let's think about this one. How often do women have a hard time getting out of what they consider a toxic relationship? Usually that's the first thing they say about it when they walk out the fucking door. Oh God, it's so toxic. Can't stand it. He gets on my fucking nerves. I'm out of here. They have no kids. They're kids themselves. So how toxic was it? I think what it was he was getting a little bit tired of her goddamn drugs and drinking. That's a lot that they don't talk about, but it was brought out, folks. She loves to get high and drunk and probably stuffed, and he was having none of that. He's on his way to college. You know what I'm saying? He's got things to do, other females to do. I'm assuming he's probably like, you know what? You're old news, bitch. I'm on the new things. Me and my bro here, we're going to college. You want to sit around here doing what you do? Well, you do that. I'm out. You know, This is just me speculating here because, why not? Nobody else is really going to know the truth, so we'll spin our own little truth, and I'm pretty sure mine is quite close to the actual truth. Here she is, little pretty bitch, all over fucking social media. She can't have this dude saying that he's going to leave her. Ha! We won't have that. We won't have any of that. So what does she do? She uses her trick bag. What's her trick bag, you say, folks? Well, I don't know, maybe the tits and the ass that she has. She lured him in with one last meeting, one last chance. I'll change. Everything will be better. They get in the car, they're having a good time. Everything is fine. He brings his bro along because that's what he does. And he's trying to let this female know, yeah, we'll hang out because we did have some good times. Maybe I'll tap that for old time's sake, but listen, just because I hit it doesn't mean I want to be with it. I'm still gonna quit it. That's what he told her. She didn't like it. She's in the whip drive and she's thinking to herself, you know what? I'm gonna end all this. I'm gonna end all this right fucking now. Fuck him. Fuck his fucking friend. Right now, fuck me. Hits the fucking gas. Bam! Right into a fucking wall they go. Now, I've seen the car. Take a look at it. Does it look like anybody was gonna survive that shit? I think not. But somehow, she did. Now, maybe she was trying to kill herself along with him. Maybe she wasn't. But the fact is, she's not dead. And guess what? A month later, maybe less, she's living it up. Oh, God, look at her. Partying hard. Not giving two goddams about the supposed soulmate and love of her life that died in her vehicle right next to her. I mean, this bitch is cold fucking hearted. Straight up. Killed his boy. Didn't give two shits. Sitting there partying, drinking, smoking. Of course, her family's like, oh, she's all torn up. She hasn't done anything for herself since she did the unthinkable accident that happened. She's all torn up. Oh, she loved the boy. Oh, God. And fucking lies. Lies. The jury and the judge saw right through it. Saw right through it, folks. You should check out the video. There's a lot of people who are out there saying that she should be free. Yeah, sure, free her. As long as you're going to put her in a car with a crash test dummy that's driving the vehicle, and they drive at 100 miles per hour into a wall that, she won't survive from, because we'll make sure she's not wearing her fucking seatbelt like I'm sure her passengers weren't. They couldn't have been. They might have been alive. Now let's see here. Russo said Monday the most significant piece of evidence against Shirilla was the chilling and tragic surveillance footage which showed her accelerating to smash her Toyota Camry into the wall of a commercial building. Not only that, mind you, she was 17 years old at the time. She had scouted out this location previous. She knew that the time of day that she made her run into the wall, there would be no witnesses to say that she didn't do it on purpose. Nor was there any other collateral damage. But she forgot, we live in a surveillance age nowadays, and there's cameras in places that you little young bitch, weren't aware of. And they saw everything. You say you were dazed and confused. Yet in all, they show you clearly using your right-hand indicator to make a perfect right-hand turn, moments before lining yourself up with a wall, then accelerating from 0 to goddamn 100 and something miles per hour in a mere seconds, not giving your passengers enough time to even know what the fuck hit them. They call you hell on wheels, but you're in prison and you have no will, so I'm dubbing you the bat out of hell. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. It's fitting, don't you think? Very fitting. Yes, well, folks, she was sentenced to 15 years to life. Which, if you think about it, isn't really saying much for the lives of the two that she snuffed out in mere moments.
Hello, everyone. My name is Reese Mitchell. I am the creator behind Depraved, the series that's on YouTube here. And this episode is a very recent story, and I just want it to be known that in no way do I glorify what was done, at all. And I would like to let the families of the victims know that my prayers are with you all, and what has definitely been something that is extremely tragic for any family to have to go through, especially knowing that it wasn't an accident. So, with that being said, folks, you will find in the description links to both Dominic Russo's and Davion Flanagan's GoFundMe's. Please reach out to the families of the victims and do what you can to help them out so that unfortunate things like this don't leave such a chasm of pain and despair in the wake of tragedies. Thank you once again, folks, and take care of yourself and your loved ones.